Hello, we're live. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
I wanted to test out Restream. So we are on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, and look at the little chat screen shows. Oh, okay. So I see what Restream is doing. I wish Restream would not do that. Restream is reposting. Restream is reposting your chat, but
to YouTube.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with that, because you have. So right now, this is what they're talking about. So you need to kill the chat window or the chat overlay.
Chat settings. Yeah.
Or turn off the overlay option. So this is what I found that most people are talking about, is that on Twitch, you cannot show a YouTube and Twitch overlay in your scene. But there's nothing about having it be on the Twitch chat stream that you look on when you're watching Twitch. The problem is you can't have it show on the screen like you have it right now.
Yeah. You have to put it in its own window.
Yeah, it has to be prioritized. They don't want it to be taken away or taken back from other people. And actually, I don't think you could show. I may have actually just closed the window where it had the official rules that said that. Hold on a second. I just sent you a link in Twitch. That's not what I want. On Discord to the live Twitch feed we're doing right now. Check it out if you can.
I can't. I don't have Discord.
I was talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
So I've been researching this in the last 12 hours. And it's mainly on Twitch's policy on, and actually Restream has a whole article on it about doing the chat thing. So the biggest thing is you can't display multiple chats and a shared chat on the screen. It doesn't say anything about not having the actual chats merge in the chat window, because Twitch expects you to prioritize the Twitch experience to everyone that's there. So you can't degrade. Let's say you're streaming on AOL's ancient streaming option and it has a maximum of 720 and Twitch has 1080. You can't downgrade your source to match AOL just so you can get out to AOL, and then you degrade the video quality to Twitch by doing that. So that's one of the biggest things. I'm trying to see if I can find the article. Chat. What do I call it? Merging?
So the Restream bot is basically
it's a relay.
Yeah, it's passing the messages back and forth. So I guess really the only thing I need to show is, yeah, see, that's what's happening is Restream bot is doubling up everything.
Yes.
See, so can I turn off Restream bot?
Yes, you can delete the settings on it. Which is what I was looking at doing, because I just to not have it do it, but you have to go to the chat bot itself. I'm trying to find out where it's at. I just don't remember. It might be under channels.
Okay. Oh, no. Well, I'm not too worried about it for now. I only have 4 followers, so not too worried about any attention. And YouTube doesn't care.
Oh, there it is. So yeah, you can go to channels, go to chat settings, show viewer count, show avatars. Bots.
Chat settings, channels. Oh, okay. Hold on. Channels. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. How come I'm not seeing chat settings? Oh, that's not what I want. Yeah, we're trying YouTube and Twitch at the same time right now. I'm not seeing.
Did I just lose our window?
Where's chat settings? I'm not seeing it.
Oh, so under, I went to the restream page, I went to channels, and then I clicked on my Twitch channel, and then I clicked on, I think enabled in streams. Yeah, I went to enabled in streams. Basically clicked on the actual channel link. I like to send a blank area. And then once that page comes up, you on the right hand side it says channels, chat, embed, and then settings.
Okay, I found it. I just unchecked the relay bot.
Where did you do that at?
Under settings, bot.
On
and
chat.
then you can just uncheck relay mode.
All right, so right now, what are you looking on? I want to try this thing. I want to make sure that that's what it was. Because I don't know if mine did it or not. So test. Did that pop up on YouTube?
No. Just in Twitch.
All right, so yeah, way too many windows open and looking up all this stuff. Let's go here. Let's just go here. Let's go here. Let's just, and we'll do test 2 testy.
That's just on YouTube. So I think that part worked.
So all you did was uncheck the relay bot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to test it later. But I think mine was already unchecked and it was still doing it.
Oh, passing the messages back and forth.
Mm-hmm. But we'll find out. We'll be sure. But like I said, I do want to get solid clarification. If it's a matter of just displaying it on the screen and it's okay to do in the actual chat window itself. Because if it's okay to do in the chat window itself, then that's fine. I will go back and I will have it relay because I don't display the chat on the screen. But one of the biggest things is being able to use the OBS dock window and have on my side the ability to see all the chats from whichever one and reply to either one.
Yeah.
Although there's not going to be a whole lot of typing until it's between games, but it's still one of those things that I would like to do. And I totally forgot to change my scene. I'm still showing the damn main one. There we go. I need to go through and change all my oh, what is that?
What happened?
I just noticed there's a I got a meter.
What's a meter?
I got a sound meter on my screen. Look at the YouTube feed.
Yeah. That's Wave Visualizer.
Oh. Is it just because of me? Because I'm turtley for the Turtle Club?
No, I mean, it's just residual from the old days.
From past scenes when we were doing audio testing when everybody thought the problem was me.
Monocaster.
Yeah, that was not the case at all. So far, how are you liking the updated versions of Restream?
I mean, it doesn't seem any different. It seems okay. I have to go in. So none of this was scheduled, right? It's not like I would schedule a YouTube video like in the morning.
Right.
So I think this will just be more of like a pop-up type thing.
Well, I mean, it does have options through the scheduler to add things, because I was looking at that here myself. I got way too many damn windows open for this.
But what I did notice is I disabled the dual stream in YouTube, and the lag is only like 3 seconds now.
And the dual stream you're referring to is the dual stream within the YouTube platform itself, not dual streaming like we're doing now, but vertical and horizontal streaming.
Yeah. So when I was using dual stream on YouTube only, there was like a 22-second lag.
Right.
And now the lag is less than 5 seconds because I've turned it off.
Awesome sauce. That is awesome sauce. It is saying,
well, yeah, I mean, I was hoping it would be nice to tap into the shorts feed, but 22 seconds is just too long. That's just too high of a price to pay.
Now, when you say lag, are you talking about lag between the time of you
like
talking?
If you were to do a clap test, you would not see it in YouTube for 22 seconds.
Okay.
So imagine
why would that matter if somebody's just watching?
Imagine if we're doing something on Trek and doing our trivia. No one would ever respond.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, the response time for interaction through
we would have to wait a minute before anybody responds. You know, if we wanted people to participate with us, and it just wouldn't work with a 22-second lag. Yeah, if we didn't care about audience participation, but also it would be like the Cremo universe, right?
Hold on. Do a clap test real quick, like right now.
It's short.
Yeah, you're like 10 seconds. You're like 10, 12 seconds behind on YouTube. Because I noticed you screwing the top on. I was like, where's this noise coming from? And then like quarter second later, you're doing it. I'm like, oh man, this is bad. But I get it.
So it's like, remember, like we would, when we had my brother on, we would ask a question and he would answer it a minute later when we were already like 2 questions later, and he's answering the question from 5 minutes ago.
Man, it was the laughing part. It was like, oh God,
it was like a never-ending loop.
Because then he start laughing at himself, at us laughing at him,
and we're not
which
sure
was like
anymore.
From 2
like,
minutes earlier.
What are we laughing at? Yeah, it's like, what was the question? Good old days. How did we?
Oh, good Lord! I'm looking at this. Some of these other options in Restream that go beyond the free plan that is there.
In the club, we all fam.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Not even remotely close. Because usually you're trying to bang somebody from the club, and if you're saying you're all fam, that's very an ancestral family.
No,
that ain't right.
Like a Diddy party.
That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Password authentication.
I'll have to. So I got to go through here and build a whole bunch of scenes and get all this.
Ooh. I did find some other things here.
In what, Restream?
About the generation of clips and so forth. I don't understand what this style preset is, so I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit.
I'm retarded?
Yeah, kind of like those. Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
Trying to figure out. Okay. In Twitch. What should I be doing here?
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. Hey, it says we have 3 viewers in Twitch. It's probably me, you, and Brad.
Yeah, I think it is me, you, and Brad. Oh, actually, I can look. Community.
Oh, is that how you tell community?
Yeah, you can go to community.
And then what?
And then click. You go down to viewers. You'll have to scroll down because you're the broadcaster.
Oh, I don't see it.
And then you can see who's in the room.
So where do you see it as the broadcaster? Under
No, what I'm saying is, so you can, if you go to your live Twitch page,
yeah,
and look over to the right where it has your chat. Look at the very top, it says stream chat, and it has a picture of a person. Do you see that?
No.
Do you see the chat on the screen?
Oh, I can see users in chat now.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's Happy Bastards Studios, 0 fracks given, and technically unsound.
Yeah, the interface takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you get it, like I said, it is very much like the old AOL days. when we used to chat up people in the AOL chat rooms, it's very much like that. And a lot of the community is based like that as well.
There is a DJ Infinity.
Yes, I see Infinity hopped in there as well.
And
so you can do things like.
Oh, and I have to so you got to refresh. The way this works is you have to.
I don't know if this will work, but
users in chat. That's not working.
Pick one.
Okay.
Oh, it's not working. You probably haven't turned this on yet. Oh, you know what? I'm not a mod, so I don't have the ability to do that. They have
for myself here.
They have some commands you can do that prompt, like you can pin messages and things like that.
Oh, and that's a mod thing?
That's a mod. Well, you or the because you're the owner, or the or a moderator. If you make someone a moderator, like I have Happy as a moderator on my channel, he's kind of my man in the chair when I'm doing my stuff. You can do shout outs, which will actually pin a message and it will highlight it for everyone in the room to see. Like, you can be like, hey, go check out Happy Bastard Studios or DJ Infinity or Zero Frax Given on their Twitch page, whatever. And kind of promotes it to be seen by other people.
All right.
Once you get affiliated, you get other stuff as well. Like you can take donations and tips and other stuff. A lot of the streamers just set up a bot, like the Restream bot. They have like chat bots and things like that will catch spam.
Okay.
And like those dudes that we used to get, those random bots that would come in the the TrekCast, or even, actually no, under Technically Unsound, we used to get those ones that always came in there.
Take off your shirt. Hey, black guy, take off your shirt.
Yeah, black man. Yes, you are black man. It would automatically ban those and block those kind of things. So there's a lot you could do in this that I think are more.
Infinity remembers those. I think he was the victim of some of those too. I was the only one who was never a victim
at the same time. Because they were like, at the time I was like, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Because we were both on there. Anyway, there's a lot of things you could do on this. You can also go out then, like, let's say Robbie started up his channel, or Z-Trip was going live right now doing a set. You could, let's say we finished our show and we had 10 Trekkies in here that all love DJ music. You could do what's called a raid, and you could take everyone from your show and raid out to Z-Trip's channel. So, and there's a lot of people that do what are called like no Diddy raid trains. So a lot of DJs will go hop from one room to another. So when you're done, it's kind of like back in the day when you would let me open for 10 minutes, and then you would go on, and then Robbie would go on, and then both of you would need to take a piss, and then I would fill in for 15 minutes, and then you kick me off right when I'm getting in the groove, and then Robbie would go on, and you would go on, and at the end of the night, you're like, all right, well, we're drunk, and we're smashing these chicks. You can close it out at our house party. That's the kind of train. You literally be like, all right, you're going on for 2 hours, and then when my group leaves, we're going to go jump into your room. And I'm going to bring my 100 people over, and they're going to merge with your 200 people. And it's like a constant roundabout circle. So you keep building followers amongst each other, and you keep getting views.
Like and subscribe and follow wherever you are.
You know what? I just realized, I don't know. I've not tried any of those. I guess you could. Wait, what is that coming up under?
What?
When you do this, oh, there it is.
That is
so you're going to need to add in. You're going to need to add in a Twitch logo for that as well.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if you could do that. You got to look at the guidelines, and that may fall under the prompting people to leave the Twitch platform. I don't think you could do that. I think you have to include it in your bio. By the way, this is all your fault. You're the one that brought this up to me.
Yeah. No, there's rules.
Yeah, they're very strict. I mean, this whole scene is all about. It reminds me of the Best Buy days, Best Buy and CompuServe and Fries, and it was like, it's like Anchorman battling it out between platforms.
Well, you know what?
But instead of news stations,
is what Twitch is not strict about is botting, because I hear that everybody starts botting on Twitch, and like YouTube catches botters. Over time, YouTube catches it, but Twitch just lets it happen. And the theory is Twitch allows botting because it makes them look like the busier platform.
No, I think Twitch allows it to happen because they put it on the user of the channel to rectify it. Because there's literally dozens of automated scripts, basically, plugins, that will catch the bots for you. And you can have moderators that you can block and kick them out.
No, but I'm talking about bots that are just watching your feed. Like, you won't even know, like, they may not even chat. They could just.
So here's the thing. That's that. So when that happens, you get a pop-up when someone comes in your room.
Right.
And you were like, that's not a real person. Or it's suspected, hey, that's not a real person.
No, but
like
I'm
I
saying
had one on our last stream.
They may just use a normal person's name, though.
So when I was streaming the other day, I was like, hey, who's this guy? And Brad's like, that's very likely a bot. I was like, yeah, but it literally said, hey, we'll have to play together soon or stream together, whatever. I only rage a little bit, like normal people talking. And he's like, Brad's like, yo, that's very likely a bot. I was like, no, dude, the bot's not going to say that. We did some looking into it. He was the moderator. He clicked on the name. He was like, yeah, this account was created, 6 months ago. It has no followers, no views. It's a bot, and you automatically block it. It didn't go out to my room. It just popped up as a screen as me, as I could see it as I'm the moderator. And I said, hey, go in the room and check this out. It'll automatically tell you, and you don't have to show it in your room. By doing that, Twitch allows you as the creator and your designated moderators to regulate yourselves.
Yeah, but if it works for you now because you may not have a lot of people in your room. But if you get up to like 20 people in your room, how are you going to know? And if some of them aren't chatting, right? They're just in your room giving you a view.
You designate moderators. So the very first thing is when it popped into my room, the bot that I have installed flagged it automatically. It didn't say, the guy didn't post anything yet. It said, hey, there's a new person in the room. It's possibly a bot. He then typed that message out. But it automatically flagged it as a possibility just on the length. I'm assuming it's based on the length of time the account's been around and the lack of activity on it. Then it said, hey, then it had the message that he sent a message, and that triggered me like, hey, check it out. So even though I only have, 50 followers, it's gonna allow me to say, hey, moderator, I'm not being an asshole, but like, yo, moderator, it's your job. Check this out. Because that's going to come up on their screen as well, because I made them a moderator. And they go in, they research it, and they kick it out. Or they'd be like, yo, yeah, that's a legitimate person. They've been on TikTok or they've been on Twitch for, 12 months. They've liked, 30 different pages. They're all Call of Duty. They're all this. They're following this many people. Yeah, that's a legit message, and it allows it to go through. But if they're even with them not typing anything, it's going to pop up as a new person in the room. That's what I was saying. By taking the resources away from Twitch and putting it into the user's hand, man, you regulate yourselves. It's going to seem like the Wild Wild West, but fuck, you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah, but you're going to rely on mods, though, right?
Or yourself. Yes, you're going to rely on mods or yourself or the bot. You have 3 layers of protection to prevent that from going through.
But if you're just playing a game, are you really even paying attention to your chat?
I do. I try to, unless it's something serious is going on where it's like, no, I can't do this. And that's where, maybe when I'm got more active viewers at a time, I have a moderator that's monitoring it, that's not watching me, that's not gaming with me, and it's just watching the stream. Because there's a lot of people that like I said, I was watching Club Unity or something. That guy's not monitoring. He's not monitoring stuff. He's DJing. He's reading the chats, but and he flagged. It was like, hey, moderators, check your chats. When somebody was slacking, and then when he got, and this was at the beginning of the evening, he only had like 75 people in there. At the end of the night, when there was like closer to 300, that didn't pop up again because the moderators were on it or the bots caught it.
What is the motivation to be a moderator? Like, why would anybody want to be a moderator? Is it just a power thing? Just to say, oh, I'm a moderator, I can kick you out.
Man, this is where I was talking about. It gives off the old school AOL vibes, or if Mike were watching the Chatropolis vibes.
You're an admin, like a room admin.
You're an admin. You have a modicum of power that just, I've known this, or you got people like, oh yeah, I've known this DJ for 20 years, and I'm a trusted friend. That type of thing, where you can, and some moderators, you can limit what they can do. You can ban people, you can kick people, you can mute people, you can give out free subscriptions to the channel for the month if you wish to. I personally don't want to be a moderator, but there are people that are just, they watch Twitch like it's shit. I'm trying to think of the best analogy. Like the people that would go to bars and clubs every other night just to see a DJ, just to hang out and be in that inner circle of, oh, I know this DJ.
So it's almost
you're basically a Twitch groupie almost.
Yeah, so it's like,
but you're the head of the groupies.
It's like a man in the chair type thing in a way.
Yes. And literally you are the man in the chair. But like I said, and for some entities, it's awesome. With me, like I said, and for some avenues or some niches, like us doing this right now, I'm talking, you're talking, we have full access to our keyboards or Stream Decks or whatever, OBS. We can do whatever we need to do. But if I'm sitting here pulling up a controller and I'm looking here and my monitor is here, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing in a game, in a live game that doesn't have a pause menu, to go sit over here, read through the chat, scroll up, see what's being done, if someone's being bad or being an asshole. And then I've died 10, 20 times now because of that.
Right.
I'd rather just have a bot, configure one bot, two bot, because you can have more than one bot. Have a bunch of bots catch it, or have a man in the chair that's not playing the game do it for me.
Okay.
That's just my thing on it.
But I mean, that's only if it becomes a problem.
Right. So like if we were to do this with the Tactically Tracked channel, well, it would be to stop those Karens that come in or that are just being assholes that just came across us through a short. And it's like, oh, you guys were sucking. You just love it. And just go get your rainbow flag con badges and blah, blah, blah. If both of us are doing that, we're not going to be able to catch it. We need somebody else to do it for us. But it prevents, those bots prevent that from coming through, especially when you have professional trolls out there that just scroll through shorts and make lewd ass comments or just bullshit comments.
Well, I mean, I didn't mind that dude the other night because he was making some good points. Yeah, he was making some good points, but ultimately he just didn't. I guess he thought we were being too defensive of the show, and
I think he was saying I was being defensive because usually I'm the you're the guy that hates it, and I try and find the hope.
Well, I think we were all. I mean, all of our scores were higher.
Yeah, it was a better episode compared to it, but I mean, shit. The simple fact that we said the scores were higher obviously means that for the first 6 episodes, we were like, "This is in the dirt."
I mean, we were given 2s and 3s last, prior to that. So,
and PBG's still like 7.5, but you and I were like, "Yeah, this is a 3, this is a 2." And we raised it to what, 5.5, 5.2?
Yeah, last episode.
That's not a
better.
huge. That's not a.
It's still, we're still not saying it's up there,
right? And we're not saying this is mid-season of DS9 where everything's like a 10, or TNG at the time of viewing where everything was like an 8 or a 9. But now you go back and watch TNG and you're like, man, is this whole season an 8 or a 9, or is it just these episodes? You gotta look at it and from eyes of the past, which is why you should always go back and rewatch your favorite TV shows. You may reflect on them differently now. Just a thought.
The title on Twitch, the title of this stream is called Frame Mogging and Jester Gooning.
What is frame mogging and jester gooning? Please do tell.
So there was this big pop culture event that rocked society. And essentially what happened a few days ago.
Okay.
Clav was jester gooning with some moids. Basically just munching and...
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Come on, try to keep up because I can't... I'm trying to explain this. It's a long story. So,
okay, do I need to write this down so I can like decipher it later?
All right. Clavicle.
Who is Clav?
Clavicle. He's basically jester gooning with some moids.
Jester gooning
with some moids.
Are you saying some like
S-O-M-E
or
just
some?
A group of moids.
Okay.
And what happened was out of nowhere comes the ASU frat leader. And he essentially frame mogs.
So Clav is an actual person.
Clavicle's a person.
Is he like the... Okay.
Nah, he's like big on, like Kick and Twitch.
Oh, it's an actual... That's a person's actual name.
Yeah, Clavicle.
Okay. Okay, so it's a proper pronoun. It's a title. And moids, that's a person or is that a group of people?
No, it's like girls.
Okay.
Or
and then
guys.
You said...
I don't remember if it's girls or guys.
Who came up?
The ASU frat leader. I'm surprised
ASU
you
frat
have... Because this was a big event in society.
Yeah, I work 8 hours a day and then don't really pay attention to a lot of shit that doesn't directly involve me.
So this ASU frat leader, who now... So there's a twist at the end, but this guy, this ASU frat leader, this guy doesn't even look real. Like, he looks like he has had some type of alien surgery where his upper body is just out of control. Like, yeah, his shoulders are just like popping out. Like, it's almost like he's wearing shoulder blades or shoulder pads, but he's just wearing a tank top. I mean, this guy is, so what happened was he showed up at this party and started frame mogging. And so Clavicle was caught off guard. And now all of a sudden, because Clav is mogging, but then all of a sudden this ASU frat leader comes in and then he just steps on Clav's mog.
Oh my, all right. So hold on a second.
All right, so let me wrap up. So it turns out the ASU frat leader isn't even in the frat. He supposedly was fraud mogging to get into the party by saying he was the ASU frat leader. And because he was so jacked, they let him in. They just assumed this guy's probably telling us the truth, so we're going to let him in. And then even Clav, was talking to him. But, Clav basically looked like he was in some kind of turmoil because now all of a sudden you got this other guy like kind of looks maxing all over him.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm old as shit.
Yeah.
You just spoke Chinese. That's what you did. That's all that was. You just spoke Chinese to me.
Well,
none of these names. Oh my god, I feel so fucking old right now.
And the best thing.
None of the words that you just spoke made any fucking sense. Like, first of all, I get what you're saying. The dude's name is Clav. His not real name is Clavicle.
Yeah.
Fucking okay, whatever. Madonna. I get it.
Share.
Now you call it frame mogging. Okay, I get it. I just saw a little brief video. Okay, you're basically trashing the dude's bodybuilding frame because you're basically, just because I know some weightlifters, that's their frame. You're basically trashing the dude's overall frame. That's like saying, "Bro, do you even lift?" That equivalent to that,
Yeah.
But to call it frame mogging means that you have to have defined what mogging is.
Okay.
And equate it to that as trash talking. But you've never actually made that
mogging
equation.
Is not trash talking. Like, mogging is basically when you're doing something. So mogging is not trash talking. Like if you are,
it is in a sense.
If you're just mogging, that means you're just sort of. So what you want to do as a mogger is you want to be the center of attention. Not sleeping with dead people, but yeah, mogging is, you want the attention.
You're imitating them. Yeah, you're imitating. You're ooh, I'm big and bad. You're drawing attention, making fun of somebody. In other words, you're trash talking. You're what we used to call bagging on someone. You're putting them in the bag. Oh, yeah, that's all it is. But you literally just created a new term. It's like Mean Girls. This is a Mean Girl phrase, fetch. Why don't you just call it you frame fetched them? No, fetch is never going to catch on. Unfortunately, mogging did, because young people just are young people. That's all I'm going to say on that. I don't want to get us canceled.
So be thankful, though, that I have not shared any of these.
If you don't know what fetch is, go watch Mean Girls.
It's been a while.
It has been a minute. Back when they all looked kind of in their prime.
And so gooning has sort of taken on a new meaning. So there was a time not very long ago where gooning, meant you were going to go off and pound the pud. But now gooning,
I got that one from Asian. I got that from Asian animes and mangas.
Yeah.
Okay, got that one.
But now gooning has evolved into a new meaning, which is basically wasting time. So now when you say,
which also
someone
used to be referred to as doom scrolling for the social media.
Yeah.
So now you're not doom scrolling, you're just gooning TikTok.
Yeah, you're gooning, wasting time. And so that's sort of the delineation, right? If you're mogging, they consider that's considered like doing something to be the center of attention, not wasting time. But when you're gooning, you are wasting time. So like if you're jester gooning, then you are kind of clowning around, wasting time. When you're frame mogging, though, what you're trying to do is become the center of attention. So the reason why this was such a catastrophic event for Clavicle is Clavicle was mogging when this ASU frat leader came in out of nowhere and he stole the center of attention.
Yeah. I'm getting some a whole lot of the Princess Bride.
Let me
sound clip.
You know what?
It's played in my head.
Hold
you keep using that word. I don't think you know what it means.
I'm going to let me ask you some questions.
All right. I'm gonna fail horribly if it's
because
about
I
today's
came across this podcast. Well, let me ask you: have you ever heard of Barbie butt?
Barbie butt.
Yeah.
I have made reference to some people.
It's actually a medical term.
Had Barbie butts.
Barbie butt.
Flat ass.
No, it's a medical term.
Yeah, I called a couple of people Barbie butts because they had flat asses.
No.
They had no delineative curvature between the back and the back of their back and the back of their thighs. It was literally like a board. So, which, if you ever seen a Barbie, that's what Barbies look like.
So here's the medical. Here's what nowadays when people use the term Barbie butt, what they're saying is someone's had like a gastric type of surgery where they can no longer shit out of their butthole. So the doctor sews it up so that it's completely closed. Your asshole is closed. And now all of your shit like comes out in a bag.
A colostomy bag.
Yeah. And so Barbie butt basically means you're just like a Barbie doll and you have no butthole.
I know you've watched 48 Hours, right? Or not 48 Hours, Trading Places, right?
Yeah.
I have no legs. I have no butt. I have no anus. I have no anus.
It's a thing. All right. So
wait, what about the gases?
I don't know. I guess they come out of the bag. They go into the bag.
No, dude, I know somebody who has a colostomy bag. I know on Barbie, but
ask them if they have Barbie butt. Ask them if their asshole has been closed off. All right, let's do this.
Protocolectomy is a surgical removal of the rectum and sewing shut of the anus, often resulting in phantom sensations of needing to pass gas or stool, known as phantom rectum. Gas trapped in the pelvic area can cause pressure, discomfort, or pain, which may feel like trapped bubbles. Nerves were cut. The brain may still feel the need. To relieve the sensation of trapped gas, it may help to sit on the toilet, which can help the sensation pass.
All right.
Oh, wow. That is crazy.
Okay, so that was actually just
That's fucked up.
That was a tangent. I didn't mean to go off on the Barbie butt tangent.
Right.
I was going to run through a few scenarios. I came across this podcast and it was some pretty funny conversation. But one of the main topics that they touch on every episode is this appropriate for a grown man to do? All right. So let me give you an example. Is it appropriate for a grown man to lay on his stomach to take a nap?
Okay. Is this in his own home?
No, he's at a friend's house. He's at a friend's house, and they just, I don't know, like if they're they're watching a movie or something. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, man, I kind of had a thought about this. All right, so is it in a private area like a bedroom where no one's going to disturb him? If you say, I'm going to put the caveat out there, if he's in a area that he can lock off and it's a private area, like if I were to come to your house and you put me up in a spare bedroom and there's a lock on the door, then yes, it's appropriate. You can lay however you want.
Well, if there's a lock on the door, that's fine. Like, what if you're on a layover at the airport?
Where the fuck are you taking a nap at?
You throw your bags on the floor over in a corner, and are you napping on the floor face down, or are you gonna nap face up?
I'm gonna wanna. So first of all, I'm a side sleeper, so I can't lay on my back for very long at all. I have to lay on my side. I got a curve in my back. I have to compensate for that. So first of all, I'm probably not going to lay on the floor at an airport to begin with, because, pee corners. That's immediately is going to go through my head. Anytime I think of a corner, like I think of, if I were drunk, that looks like a corner I could go take a piss in. And those are usually also the corners that you're like, hey, if I needed to take a nap or get some privacy, I could go in that corner, which is also the exact same pee corner. So I'm not going to lay in there or sit over there. So I'm probably not going to do that. I would probably say in a public environment, honestly, more power to you if you feel like you can from a defensive position of your own personal self. Yeah, you can sleep on your back. Because all your vitals are going to be accessible. If you're laying on your back, you're exposing everything to the world. That's why dogs lay on their stomach. They're protecting their intestines. Dogs lay on their back or sides when they're comfortable in an environment. So
you're saying you agree with the man who lays on his stomach?
I'm not agreeing with laying on your stomach in a public place to begin with. I'm not agreeing with taking a nap like that. I'll sit in a fucking chair. I'll go get a pot.
You've fallen asleep at an airport though, right?
No.
You ain't never been waiting. You ain't never had a layover where you're stuck in that terminal and you just like find you like a little 3-seat couch area. Not, how some of those seats have armrests and shit, arm separators, but you find one where you can get a nice little.
I had the 2.5, maybe 3 hour layover. I want to say
that ain't enough to take a nap for 3 hours. You just walk around.
Dude, I could take a nap on my 15-minute break and my 30-minute lunch. That's not a problem. Power nap. No, I've seen little areas that have pods that you literally can nap in. They're sleep pods almost. They're weird because they're like the massage chairs. I have crashed out on a massage chair, but I don't ever really fully fall asleep in them. And it was also late at night, so I didn't give a fuck if someone's like, oh, you've been in that chair for 35 minutes. I don't give a fuck. There's 8 other chairs here you can go sit in. You ain't got to sit in mine. So yeah, I've taken little 20-minute power naps like that, but no, I've never gotten the 3-seat.
All right, how about this? Put it this way. What if you're at the clubhouse? Like you're at the clubhouse and
you have lost your fucking mind. I'm not sleeping. Hell to the no. Hell fuck no. First of all, Infinity damn near killed me in the clubhouse. And that was with like me and like 2 other people there. No, I'm not falling asleep laying on my stomach. I will on the side or on my back where I could see the dangers approaching and pull if need be. No, not going to do that. Because think of it this way. It's easier to defend yourself from your back than it is from your stomach. If something happens. What about you? What do you sleep in?
I'm sleeping
You're like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm sleeping face up because I got to be aware. Like I have to be able to, because I wake up very easily.
Yes.
So as soon as I hear footsteps getting too close or any type of contact, like I need to just open my eyes and be ready.
Right.
When you're laying on your stomach, I mean, That's just an invitation. I mean, you're basically just saying, who wants to spoon on top of me or something? I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm not laying face down.
No,
unless I'm in like in my own house and like everyone's asleep and
you got to feel secure.
Right. All right. Let's
What's the next question?
All right, next one. Is this appropriate for a grown man? Cover his mouth when sneezing.
Yes.
Really?
You don't cover your mouth when you see. We literally got out of fucking COVID. You nasty ass.
So when you cover your mouth, you're basically saying, I am
blocking my mouth. Look, this is what I'm saying. I sneeze, I'm blocking all this here. I'm blocking all of it here.
Blocking it for what though? What are you blocking it for?
If I'm out in public?
Because you don't want to get someone else your germs?
I don't want to pass that off to anyone else. And I don't want them to pass what they got to me. So if I don't do it, I'm saying it's okay to just sneeze all up in my face. And if that's the case, I'm fucking you up. I get sick easily. I got motherfuckers, it's just allergies. And then next thing you know, I'm out for 4 fucking days with a goddamn flu. No, fuck that. Cover your shit. Simple as that.
All right.
You're saying you don't cover your mouth. You're saying you just filthy McNasty.
I mean, I turn away.
Why would you not cover your mouth to spread your germs?
What am I going to do when I sneeze into my hands?
You're preventing the spread.
No, but I mean, what do I do with that now? I got stuff all over my
hands.
I mean,
go wash your hands.
What if I just turn away and sneeze into the air?
Now you've put particles into there that are carrying filthy McNastiness. Now you are spreading COVID-26.
But I'm
How
okay.
About that?
I'm okay though.
You're an asymptomatical carrier.
I just don't know what to do. Like, have you ever sneezed and had more than just some mist come out of your mouth?
Yes, I have. I've had surgery.
You're trying to, like, what if you're somewhere where there's not a restroom available handy? Like, what if you're driving in the car? And
am I by myself?
No.
Who else is in the car with me?
You're on the bus.
I'm not going to be on a bus.
You're in an Uber. You're not the driver.
Okay.
So you got a driver up front. Kumar's driving. You're in the back seat.
Honestly, usually I have something to either sneeze into, like a tissue, bandana. I usually have something like that with me. And that's simply, I used to not carry that around, but club days and club world, you learn to carry things with you. And those are kind of everyday carry things. I used to carry little wet nap things. Ironically enough, DC, as much of a child as he was, I realized one time, and it was actually because I had gotten out of the hospital from when I had valley fever. So when I was in there, they did a procedure where they go through your nose and they do some shit. They scraped and everything in there. I didn't have any problems sneezing before, but like you said, I sneezed and something extra came out that had finally worked itself loose. And I sneezed and I literally went achoo, and I was like, that's more than what should be there. And I was like, man, and we were out somewhere at an event and there was no readily bathroom. There was no porta pot. I was like, This is more than I want to wipe on the back of my jeans. Essentially, that's what's going to happen is I've got to put this somewhere, and I didn't think to bring what I normally would have in my vest. And DC's like, yo, here's a wet nap. I was like, I appreciate that. Wiped it up, tossed it in the trash. So then I started carrying wet naps with me like that. And it seems corny, but you know, if I don't have anything and it's just a regular old sneeze, if I don't have access to a bathroom or even at the grocery store, you can go up to the cash register. They all got the sanitizer dump pumps there now. I'll go jack one of those and flood my hands with sanitizer all day long. And then go about my day.
All right. Well, I'm going to try my best to not sneeze onto my own hands. I will try to.
Because what happens if you sneeze and something more comes out and you're in a crowd, you're on the bus, and that something else comes out, and now you've hocked out possibly a bloody loogie snot rocket on somebody else.
Not on anybody else. But maybe
you don't know.
maybe it lands on the window, right?
Oh my God.
But it's not on my hands.
I'm simply saying it's probably not something I would do. What's your next question?
All right. Oh yeah. Tic Tac went down the wrong pipe.
What happens if you cough that out? You're just gonna cough it. You could take someone's eye out with that. You realize the other thing is this: as soon as you sneeze and put your phlegm in the air, if somebody's eyeball makes contact with it, that is guaranteed pink eye.
Next question.
Oh, filthy McNasty asses out in the world.
Is it appropriate for a grown man to wish another grown man happy birthday on social media?
Yeah, I see no problem with that. I am assuming you have an issue with this.
I don't like it.
You don't like saying it, or you don't like receiving it?
I don't see the point of it. I don't like receiving it because as you get older, it's just a reminder and there's no benefit.
Now, I ask you this because I feel like you have a Sheldon answer that if someone says happy birthday to you, you are almost feel obligated to have to reciprocate, either by saying, obviously, acknowledge it, thank you, or having to reciprocate it to them on their birthday. And that's something that you just don't want to be bothered with having to remember.
Well, I don't do it. I don't wish anybody happy birthday. And so even when people wish me happy birthday, if they wish it to me directly, then I'll just say thank you. If it's a post, you know, like if someone's posting something on my timeline, like a happy birthday, those aren't even allowed on my timeline. Like I don't even approve those. Like those don't even show up on my timeline. So for me, it's
how
like,
do they not show up on your timeline? I've
you
posted
can control,
happy birthday on your timeline,
and no one else sees it except for you.
Oh, well, and you?
Yeah, but nobody else.
I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I'm not wishing everybody else a happy birthday. I'm telling you happy birthday.
Aha. And that's why I said if it's direct, then I'm good.
So you're talking about making a public spectacle of your birthday, not just telling you happy birthday, because I can literally post happy birthday on your timeline. Your timeline followers aren't going to see it, but you will see it. Therefore, my goal is still accomplished by wishing you a happy birthday.
Yeah. It's
well,
your goal is accomplished. You have accomplished your goal, because I do see a notification that says, you know, Magic's posted happy birthday on your timeline. Do you approve? So I see that you posted on my timeline.
Okay, you're
but I don't approve. It doesn't.
If you're saying if it's appropriate for a grown man to do it for out of social necessity to get clout for saying, well, I wished him a happy birthday also, then no. Then you probably need to look at some self-esteem issues. Not you, but the person that's doing it probably needs to look at some self-esteem issues if you think that you need to post or do something on social media for your own personal fulfillment of others that has absolutely nothing to do with you, just to say you did it. That's just
then
you got issues.
You're advertising that you're a considerate person.
Yeah, you're humble bragging basically, which is
because
not
knowing damn well that you probably got a Facebook notification that it's your friend's birthday, and then
that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
Or you got a Google Calendar reminder.
Yep.
From like 10 years ago that you don't remember how to change.
Let me get one more. All right. This is going to be a kind of a tricky one. Is it appropriate for a grown man to speed up his walk if somebody is holding the door open for him?
I don't know if it's appropriate or not. I just don't give a fuck if somebody's opening the door open. That's your choice.
Right.
If you want to hold the door, that means you're kind of making that choice on your own too, and you have to then decide, am I going to wait for this person to get here, or are you just going to be like, oh, I held the door open, but you're taking too long, I got to go. My thought process, being the person walking to the door, I don't give a fuck if you keep it open or not. But by you doing so, please don't think I'm going to speed up because I'm wasting your time. You chose to waste your time to begin with.
Exactly.
And if you weren't there at all, I would still have to open the door for myself. So get the fuck on. Don't hold the door. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I have told people, you can go on. Don't hold the door for me.
Yeah, it's like when people, it's like when someone's trying to let you cross at a crosswalk. Like when a car stops, but they're not supposed to.
You're fucking
like on a highway.
Else.
Yeah, because the other direction or other car, like let's say it's like Fry Boulevard, right? Where you got 2 lanes, maybe like a center turn lane, and then another 2 lanes in the other direction. Well, if one person stops, and it's not a stoplight crosswalk, right? It's just a crosswalk, like, you're crossing somewhere, and someone stops, they just now are putting pressure on you. And there's also all the other 3 lanes of traffic now have to either be clear or those people now have to stop. So
in worst case scenario, speed up.
Yeah.
To make up for it. Now, like I said, you have now fucked it up for everybody else. Don't stop.
Yeah, as a walker, I'll just stand here. Like I'm walking, I can just stand here. Don't do this. Don't try to be like this person looking for good karma. And stop.
Well, I stopped for the black guy on the side of the street. I did my good deed. Yeah, fuck off. Because here's what I've done before. I'll stop at the corner and I'll open my phone and act like I'm just on my phone. And I'll sit there and I'll fake a phone call. And now your dumbass is sitting there expecting that I'm going to keep walking.
But yeah,
Why?
back to the
Why
door.
would you do that?
So when someone's holding the door open for you, it's almost like a it is like I'm doing you a favor. Like trying to
hurry up. Like I'm doing you a favor.
They're painting this picture of dominance over you. Like, I control this door. I'm going to hold it open for you. And you also have to consider the distance. If I'm within 2 steps, that's fine. But when have you ever been like 20, 30 steps away from a door and someone's holding it and you're like, why walk away,
dude? I can't. If I can't pass you a piece of paper within a step, that's taking 1 or 2 steps and reaching out, dude. Walk away.
Yeah, it's like
I had some guy trying to open the door. I was going to the Dollar Tree store to get these disposable pans that I use, and I got out of the car, and it has like the little driveway, the car path before you get to the door, you know, from the parking lot to the door. And it's probably 20 feet away. And this guy, you know, I'd seen him walking up. He was walking up the sidewalk. And I figured by the time he gets to that door, I'm probably going to be like 10, 12 steps behind. Let me put a little stitch in my step because I don't like talking to people out in public. And there's dudes out here that was like, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" You know, just talking to you to talk to you. And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't know you. You don't know me. Call it being unfriendly. I want to do my own thing, and I want to have as little interaction as needed with a complete stranger.
Yep.
The dude started to hold the door, and I was just like, "Nah, I'm good." The simple fact is, if you can't hear me say, "Nah, I'm good," in my normal speaking voice, I'm too far away for you to be holding the door.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not going to speed up. And I'm because it's sure as shit. Somebody else walked in and was like, "Oh, thanks." He was like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing there, young fella?" Blah, blah, blah. And then obviously this dude was not old, but whatever. And I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that right now. After the day of talking to people all day, I didn't want to deal with that. I will not speed up for the door. I will not speed up for someone stopping in a crosswalk. Do your business, what you should be doing. I will do mine, and neither shall our paths cross. And you won't fuck it up for everybody else. Because that one person that's stopping at the crosswalk when they should be going, because
I ain't stopping. Like,
I'm
not stopping.
If everyone else is going, why are you stopping?
Right.
That means there's no clear signal for the person to walk across the street anyway.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason. Now, if you're going the same direction as that person, yes, you have to stop because the person is going in front of you and they're going to be past you within 6 feet.
Yep.
You're slowing down. That's a law, abide pedestrians. But if I'm crossing you, dude, now you've just backed up traffic. Yeah. Because what happens if it's a situation like in Phoenix and in here, there was a bus stop and there's 20 people getting off the bus and they're 10 feet apart. How long are you going to wait? Are you going to let all of them pass? Are you going to give 2 or 3 of them a pass and then take off? How long are you going to sit there and wait? Because now you went from, I paused for a minute or two to I'm now sitting at a light for 10 minutes and the light's now cycling. This bitch has now made me 20 minutes late for work.
Yeah. I mean, there's no one. I don't ever expect anybody to stop for me. If I'm standing on the side of the road, I figure, you know what? I'm going to have to figure it out myself. I'm going to have to figure out when I can cross. Yeah. When there's no cars coming, I will frogger across the street.
Yeah. But it's not complicated.
But when you stop for somebody and there's multiple lanes of traffic, I don't even go. I don't even go. If someone does that for me And it's like, I'm not going because I don't know if that guy's going to stop and this guy coming from the other direction. I don't know if these guys are going to stop.
Because also you could get stuck in the middle of traffic now because of that.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, no, I'm not stopping, and whatever, call me a bum. But here's the thing. Here's the difference in our generation and those that came after us. We figured it the fuck out in the 80s.
Yep.
This is not really an issue for us. I don't understand why it's so complicated for people now that are younger than us. It's go play the game Frogger. Have some common fucking sense. It's that simple.
Yeah. And as far as the door, like, and then you've got holding the door open for someone and having the door held open for you. Because I would say if you're not able to, like, if I'm the one that's holding the door, if you're not able to reach that door, if you cannot physically reach that door, I'm not stopping. Like, I'm walking, I push a door open, I'm continuing my stride. I will
if you're not there by the time that door closes.
Yeah. I will.
So
I'm not breaking my stride. I'll hold that door open as long as I don't break my stride. I'll hold that door.
So here's what I see with that. I was going to ask you this. What is your thought on holding the door? I see it as this, and we went through security training, and most people that worked in the corporate office do this too. Don't piggyback in when you badge in. You let the door close. Now, I'm not going to be a complete asshole and grab the door and close it, actively close it. So you have to open it from, a dead close. I'm like you. I'm going to take my stride as it is. I will hold the door open. If you're within arm's length, great. If not, as I take that last stride to walk through, I will push the door in your general direction. But this hand over here is totally let go.
Yep.
Let go, let God. If you catch the door, great. If you don't, too bad. I didn't expect you to hold the door for me. Don't expect me to hold the door for you. If I wasn't here, you would have had to open that door to begin with. You're lucky you saved yourself 6 inches or however much you saved from having to pull it open.
Right.
But to try and put that social pressure that you have to do that, man, eat a Barbie butt. That's what I say.
That's gross. Well, I guess it's not gross.
But it's sewed up. It's sewed up. There's nothing coming out. Go eat a Barbie butt, because I'm not going to do it just because you think I should. Who are you to make the rules? What if I want to say, no, that's not how you should do it. Everyone should work for their own rules and do it themselves. What if I think that's a better policy? It was to say your idea is better than mine. How about you do what you're going to do, and I'm going to do what I do. And I'm not going to be mad at you for doing what you want to do. Don't get mad at me for doing what I want to do. I'm not going to talk shit about what you're doing. Don't talk shit about what I'm doing or what I'm not doing. And we can all live our merrily happy lives.
All right, I'm gonna collect a few more of these for next episode. But yeah, these are interesting little topics, because it is like a dissection of society and what people expect from each other, especially nowadays.
And it's weird.
Like worse.
I mean, because think of it. In our parents' day, it was the social norm to do that for some people. Right. And I think that may be the crux of, and especially holding the door and in the walkway, general courtesies. It was courteous to do so amongst certain ethnic groups. That's what you did. We band together. But when one ethnic group doesn't hold the door for another ethnic group, well, what's eventually going to happen is those people are not going to partake in it. And the other people are going to be upset about that. Well, things have changed. It's not that way. Well, this is something that's been socially bred through generations. And that now we're at a point Like, I can almost guarantee you a Gen Zer is not going to do it for a boomer.
That's because they'll
No,
be looking down at their phone. That's why.
A boomer is going to be too out of their age group. They're going to be with a walker or a cane, so they may do it. They're not going to do it for a Gen Xer. Someone in our age group, they're probably not going to hold the door for any of us. One of two things. One, mainly because they're probably looking at their phone. So, and I think it's funny. I think I've seen a couple of kids walk into doors because they were just fucking looking at their phone. And it wasn't like okay, they just happened to know the door's closed. No, they were walking down the sidewalk and actually made the turn to walk into the store and like forgot to put their hand up to grab the door handle and just walked into the fucking door. Or walked into the window because they passed the door or they thought the door was closer and walked straight into the window. And that shit was just funny as fuck.
Oh, all right. Well, it's way past my.
I like how our restream is working now.
Yeah, it is
You're
working.
not getting the dual chat. I'm gonna have to test this whole. I need to make sure the relay is not going because I don't want to get in trouble. I've already gotten in trouble for the T-shirt design.
Well, I got in trouble for that too. Now, it just took mine longer to get in trouble.
Now, did they take down your? But here's the thing, though. You still have a store.
Hold on.
You can still log in and add products. Mine got taken away altogether, and I can't get it back. And did they just take down your logo from your store, or did they take down your products?
I'm checking right now. They took down anything that had that logo, the Technically Trek logo.
Right. So you got a soft, hey, smack on the hand. Mine got shut down completely. I don't have a store or anything. I've got to recreate a whole new one. And they still won't reply to any of my emails when as to what is the offensive item that was listed there. So that's all right. And that was kind of a test run. I've seen some other ones. A couple other people put me onto some other shops that work. So I think when Zero Frax Gaming gets up and running more, I will start doing those designs. Just unsure of how I want to do the branding and marketing, if I want to keep it completely separate. Because I did get, and mind you, I am so glad I was able to get my Trek shirt that I designed. It's a two of a kind now, at least. You can't buy them anywhere else unless you find another. And now here's the thing, is I'm wondering if I could upload this design to a totally different store.
You probably can. At least enough to make a couple. Get a couple prints.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, so Paramount, if you go into T Republic, they have what you can do, what you can't do, what forms you need to fill out to do it. I just wasn't aware of that. I was hyped up about having a store and being able to order my own shit without having to buy a heat press. And honestly, these are kind of heat press, but I've seen some others that will do actual screen prints and direct to fabric printing as well.
Yeah.
So I still prefer traditional screen printing over all of them. They just seem to last way longer and are way better.
Yeah, so I'll have to find I don't know. Maybe I'll just design shirts without the logo.
I mean, I could do it. So I can make a design for the Technically Trek without the Trek logo.
Yeah.
I can literally do this same design without having the Star Trek emblem, because that's all it is the Delta that got us thrown off. You can put like the because the Delta is one of their things. You can put a ship as long as you put the Enterprise copywriting, whatever. You can do that. You can't use the Delta, and you can't innovate the Delta.
Right.
But you can reference anything else. So if you want, I still have this graphic broken down. So with the headphones and the Starfield around it.
I still have it somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I don't know. Did you ever get this one?
No, I didn't.
I don't think
I didn't get any.
I don't think I sent this one. Well, you had the cartoon one.
Yeah, I just got one of those.
No, I meant the files that I sent you. I meant the files to send you.
Oh. No,
I don't think I sent you this file.
Okay. I thought you did at some point.
May I put in the Google Drive?
I think so. All right.
Okay, well, let me know.
I'm gonna bounce. Let me hit this little like and subscribe one last time.
And did you create that like and subscribe yourself?
No, it's off Canva.
Or is that a Canva one? Yeah, I'm trying to use Canva more, and it's a bit different. I'm so used to doing it for my Camp 8 seasoning graphics and Instagram posts, and it's a bit different than trying to make assets for, OBS. So
yeah. No, I've been using Canva quite a long time.
Are you paying for it, or are you using the free version?
No, it's paid.
That's probably why. I probably should stop being cheap.
Probably worth it. I don't know. Patty pays for it. She uses it for her business, so I'm just piggybacking.
Oh, there you go. Well, let me piggyback. Shit, hold the door open for me. I'm playing. I kid.
Yeah. Headphones.
We should definitely do some more pop-ups. Right. It's been a while.
All right.
Well, I'm going to. Oh wait, today's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, you know what's on? It's probably a new SFA.
I'm about to check. I don't know if it's going to be released right now or if it's going to release at midnight.
No, it should have released at an hour and a half ago.
Oh, it is. I may have to peep that out. That way I have time to rewatch it before the show Sunday. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate the help with the OBS plugin. I do want to get more into, like I said, modifying my OBS more, because after we got started and not doing this and we're not having sample battles, I kind of dropped off.
We'll bring back the sample battle.
Okay. Well, I'm not doing that for the sample battles. I'm doing it more for getting my stream done. I'm focusing more on that.
Sample battles. All right. I'm going to bed. Maybe I'll try to put on Starfleet Academy, but probably won't last.
All right, okay. Cool.
I'm out.
Good stream. Holla.